Welcome to or welcome back to my channel. So as y'all can see by the title of this video, I'm gonna be taking it back to my roots and then giving y'all some commentary. A lot of my future videos are gonna be commentary. I have so many good ideas, but we're gonna start with this video, and as y'all can see by the title, it is gonna be about resellers, scalpers, and people who just basically take stuff from bigger companies and then basically marking up the price and reselling stuff. Like, we're just gonna be getting into it. If y'all are new to my channel, make sure you like, you comment, you subscribe, you do all that good stuff. All right, y'all, so I had to sit up a little bit because I was kind of sitting a little too low. So I do have a script, so if I happen to be looking down at my phone or at my computer or my laptop, it's because I have a script for this. And I just want to start this video off by saying that I was actually extremely inspired by this YouTuber right here. I want to say her name, but I low-key kind of forgot how to say it. Keldawad, I think that's how you say it. But she had a video that was actually really good. It really made me want to make this video because I've been having this video idea for a really long time. It's just I haven't really tapped into commentary on my channel as much as I did before, and I didn't want to like bring it back randomly. But I feel like her video really like made me want to come back because it was like, that was real as hell. Like, that video was so real, like it made me want to like tap into it and let's deep dive into this conversation of scalpers and resellers, because it's time we have this conversation. And I really highly recommend that y'all watch her video because it was actually really good, and it gets more into the actual fandoms and stuff that is being harmed by it and stuff. And she talks about like from like a collector's point of view, in my opinion. So if you want to hear it from her point of view, I would really highly recommend that you do go watch it because it's actually a really good video. She makes really good commentary, so I would recommend her channel, period. But getting into this video, so as I said before, like I was on YouTube seeing a video made by Keldawad explaining how it's ruining collecting and being a genuine fan of games, artists, anime, shoes, and many more spaces that happen to have merch or limited time releases are being consumed by people who have zero clue about who that said item is they're buying to upsell it for 10 times the price. I've been seeing this conversation being had all the time on TikTok, Reddit, being talked about a lot. Starting off with this first section of this video, we finna get into what is a scalper, what is a reseller, for people who don't know, but 9 times out of 10 you kind of know what it is, but we finna get into it anyway. So a scalper and a reseller is someone who buys things that they have no interest in but happens to know the value that the item has and buys it just so that they can resell it online for a higher price. And they buy multiple of the product, if not all of it, so that the actual hobbyists, collectors, and fans of said product can be redirected to the website that they're selling that item on. Most times resellers and scalpers are selling on eBay, Depop, Etsy, Mercari, and Facebook Marketplace. And these websites are all known for different types of reselling. And if you happen to be a casual shopper on any of these sites, you will know that Depop is known for the trendy, hot, and popular items such as Hello Kitty, Juicy Couture, and Victoria's Secret, to name a few. Etsy is a drop shipper's heaven. You will find AliExpress, Temu, Amazon, and Shein being resold on there for twice the price than what you'll find on the original site. And lastly, Mercari is where all of the Little Pet Shop, Monster High, anime, and basically any collector items are being sold at. And sometimes the items aren't even at any high value pieces. Like, it'll be as simple as tags, shopping bags, and just stuff that they feel like is collector's items and stuff that they feel like is worth something just because of the packaging, the brand, or what they feel like will sell. I just want to put this out here. Whenever I am talking about stuff, I'm always going to use the example of Hello Kitty / Sanrio because that's kind of my feel. So we're always going to be use the example of Hello Kitty and Sanrio because that's just what I'm into. So for an example, people would literally purposefully buy something that is a Hello Kitty or Sanrio and then literally take it out the box or whatever and then sell the box, and then they'll sell like the piece separately. Like, that has been done so many times, and it's being done in every single fandom, and it's just taking over. Like, we need to stop this. Like, we really need to stop this. It's a problem. Like, it's really a problem. And now we finna get into why it's a problem and when it becomes a problem. It becomes a problem, in my opinion, when it becomes a job and or a hobby. It becomes a problem when people a part of these groups are being affected by essentially people who have zero knowledge of the products that they're selling and marking up the prices only because of the simple fact of knowing that there's going to be one person who faced the unfortune of missing out when the original store dropped. What I mean by this is scalpers and resellers will literally go to stores, Goodwills, Walmart, Target, anything, because recently there was like this Pokemon thing that came out, and it was like, I don't know if it was a Target exclusive or something, but just know something Pokemon related came out. It was at Target and all the scalpers came and literally took everything up. And obviously I'm gonna be showing y'all video clips on the side, so that when that collab came out, everybody was mad. Like, you can go to the Pokemon community on Reddit and you'll literally see everybody is being outraged by this because it is affecting the real fans. Like, the real fans can't even get what they want. They can't even get collector's items anymore, or just even get stuff because people are scalpers and resellers are coming, taking everything and not even having a care in the world. Then they'll get on websites and mark the price and then sell it for more. This has happened so many different times, and I'll give more examples further on in the video. Now, continuing on as to why this is a problem and when does it become an issue is because in some areas people have known resellers and scalpers who have time schedules when the new items are being pushed out. And I actually have a personal experience with this, as I used to be a retail worker and we had like exclusive Hot Wheels and stuff at the store I was working at. This specific customer, he would always come up to me and be like, so when do y'all trucks come in, when do y'all stock, and when do y'all usually put stuff on the floor and stuff like that. He would literally ask us questions like that, and then he will come and then be looking out for the product that he's looking for, which was Hot Wheels at the time, because we had like exclusive Hot Wheels. And he would always come and buy up all the Hot Wheels. He would literally pick through the Hot Wheels, see which ones are exclusive or whatever, because I don't know how the Hot Wheel collectioners, how that work or whatever, but he will literally look through them and then he will pick ones specifically out and buy them, and then he will buy all of them, and then he'll come back, buy more, come back, buy more. So he would do this all the time. Like, he was like a regular customer, but he was also a scalper because obviously he was like selling it online somewhere. So yeah, we have scalpers and resellers who literally go out, ask employees, hey, when are y'all gonna put this out? And they literally sometimes sit outside, wait, or they wait in the stores, act like they're shopping around, browsing around, just so that they can scope out when they're releasing these or putting them on the floor, just so that they can get first dibs and grab every single thing. Continuing on, these kind of people, these kind of resellers and scalpers, that they are always at their local Goodwills, Marshalls, Targets, and really any place that has collectibles and popular brand merch. It has gotten so bad to the point where businesses have to put up signs that limit how much a single customer can buy, because scalpers and resellers buy everything in bulk. They limit how many customers can come into the store, or they monitor the customers because it's gotten so combative. There has been many times where resellers have been literally snatching items from customers' baskets and even out of their own hands. They do not see a problem with this at all. Like, they don't see a problem with the aggressiveness. They don't see a problem with the fact that they're literally literally taking shit out of people's hands. But this all resulted in businesses marking up prices on these popular items, because with resellers and scalpers skyrocketing, they feel like if people are buying these items at a higher price from a reseller, aka a normal regular person who is not a business or a company, then why not sell it at the same price? This plays a part in how the resellers price their items, because the more that they feel like they're buying that item from this company or business, they feel like that makes the price even more higher, because they feel like, oh, if I got this for $60, I'm gonna mark it up to $120, because it's like, oh, I need to make my money back. Like, I want to make my money back and have more money. Like, I don't know, that's just their mindset. They also do this to make it feel like customers who are buying it from them, or consumers who are buying it from them, fans, whatever, who are buying it from this specific person, they do it to make it seem like,
oh, I got it for $60 at Target, and I'm selling it for $90, and I'm selling it for $120, I'm selling it for $200. Like, that's a deal for you because, oh, it's sold out. Like, there's no more. Like, I'm the one who's selling it for the cheapest. Like, look around, all the other scalpers and resellers are selling it for $250. I'm selling it for $200,
which is still bad because you got it for 60. But I digress. There also are conversations that get brought up from this being about how employees at these companies keep items and hide them in a bag. But this is a whole topic for a whole different discussion or video. But I feel like this kind of comes hand in hand with the resellers and scalpers, because low-key some employees are scalpers and resellers. But getting back into it, and people feel like this isn't right. But coming from a person who has worked in retail, most times the companies allow it because they're employed and they are entitled to first dibs. Now, as for my opinion, I think it is okay if it's a singular item. If it's multiple items of that same product, then that's when it becomes a problem, in my opinion, because it's like, okay, you work there, I understand you wanted first dibs or wanted something because you're employed here, because when you want to go get that item, it's usually sold out because people feel like you have to clock out to go buy stuff. But at the same time, you can buy stuff and you can hold stuff, but don't be getting the whole rack. Like, there's a difference between getting the whole rack and buying up everything versus saving something for yourself that is a singular item, like the Hello Kitty blankets at Marshall's, I believe. The Juicy Couture bags, like, they literally said employees literally hiding items under the what are those things called at the stores, like where you hang stuff. Just know that they're hiding stuff under the sales floors. They're putting stuff behind lockers. They're putting stuff up, like they're literally hiding in the back, keeping stuff in boxes and purposely not pushing out stuff because they feel like they're entitled to have most, if not all, of the items that they're putting out. But I feel like that is a different employee. Like, if you're the kind of employee that is literally purposefully grabbing multiple items, I don't care, that's weird. Like, save something, like buy one. I'm okay with buying one, but buying the whole thing, that's where we crossing the line. Like, I'm usually with the workers and employees with this conversation, but there's a difference between getting something for yourself and then you being exactly what everybody doesn't like. There has been multiple times where I've seen where people are like, oh, they're catching employees hiding stuff and putting stuff up and rushing out to get items just the same as they are with regular employees or regular customers. Like, they're literally racing regular customers to get items just like a customer, as if they're not at work. Like, that's when it's crossing the line, in my opinion. I'm usually with y'all, but y'all be crossing the line too. Going back to me talking about Shein, Temu, Amazon, and a lot of these online fast fashion sites, a lot of the resellers feel like drop shipping is unacceptable. Mainly the resellers who mainly get their inventories and clothes in real life, such as Goodwill, Marshalls, Targets, and stuff like that, because they feel like they're doing the real life businesses a favor by preventing clothes and products from going to a landfill, which in my opinion makes no sense, because if that's the case, buy the whole store instead of picking apart the valuable pieces. Because I feel like if you're going to use that logic of,
oh, but it's all going in a landfill, like it's going to get picked apart and then go into a landfill, why not? What's the problem with me picking out the stuff and getting it for myself and then reselling it on my site? Like, at least somebody's going to buy it and want it and cherish it.
Baby, somebody would have loved it, cherished it, and bought it and did the same thing, because you picked apart the Louis Vuitton. You picked apart the actual real ass vintage shit. You picked apart the actual Sanrio. You picked apart the actual Liz Lisa. Like, you picked apart the actual, you know, real shit that would have actually sold, the Juicy Couture, the BB. Like, you picked apart the good shit. Why would the good shit be going to a landfill? The good shit would not be staying at Goodwill, just know for sure. Especially if I'm in the Goodwill, if I'm there, it's coming with me. And like, I just feel like that whole argument of, oh, it's gonna go in the landfill, why not, what's the problem with me buying it and selling it? So buy everything. Why you didn't buy everything? In my opinion, it's not valid, because y'all know the shit that you're buying specifically to resell was gonna sell either way. So what are you talking about? Another thing, that I want to talk about since we on that. I feel like another thing that Depop sellers specifically do, people literally on Depop, because I've seen this on Depop, but it's probably every shopping website. I've actually seen this actually happen on Facebook Marketplace, and that's what I was talking about earlier about how certain places have certain people on there that resell different things, and Depop is so known for resellers and scalpers buying stuff from regular people who just happen to be clearing out their closets and stuff like that. They literally buy like stuff. Let's say for an example, somebody is selling like Juicy Couture and it's a bag. They're selling it just so that one person who happens to really want this bag or whatever the case may be finds them and is like lucky to have it, because you know they're not selling it for the value price. Let's say they're selling it for $30. The reseller and scalper literally buys it, and this has happened multiple times. This has even happened to me on Depop, where a scalper or reseller buys it and then literally marks up the price, and then the original seller will literally message the person who bought it and started reselling it, and they're like, that's kind of rude of you to buy it and resell it. And then this has been an argument on Depop Reddit. This has been an argument all the time on their Reddit, where they're like, oh, it's not a problem because it's not your item anymore, like it's out of your hands, like it's that person's item now, they can do whatever they want to do. But it's like, how is that justifiable? Like, it's no way that y'all are trying to justify somebody buying an item and then not only reselling it, but they're literally reselling it right immediately after buying it from a person. And sometimes I've even seen where some people on Depop or like online selling sites will literally be in Goodwill posing and pulling out the rack of clothes and then taking the picture of that item while still in Goodwill. Like, you couldn't even wait till you got home. Like, you couldn't wait till you got home. Like, I'm trying to figure it out. Another thing people do on Depop is they'll literally buy something from another seller on Depop, and then before they even bought the item, they will literally take the whole that seller's pictures and literally put it on their page. And I know that is a thing now on Depop, where you can repop and like it'll just take all the pictures and like put it on your page now, so you don't have to take new pictures. But that's weird to me. I'm sorry, that's weird. That's weird. Like, it's weird. Like, it's so weird how nowadays everybody got this hustle mentality. Oh, we gotta go get it. Like, we need our money. Like, we fighting capitalism. But y'all are doing it. Like, y'all are doing the capitalism. Like, we're trying to fight capitalism with more capitalism. That makes no sense. And now we're gonna get into how it affects normal customers and fans and collectors, hobbyists, everybody who happens to be a normal consumer. It's unethical, like, point blank period. Like, it's unethical. Like, I feel like we can't be the same one saying how expensive everything's becoming. Rent, concert tickets, which I haven't even gotten into in this video. Like, concert tickets, people literally reselling concert tickets. Like, what's going on? Like, we can't be the same one saying how expensive everything's becoming when we start transitioning to the problem. No, we should not be fighting capitalism with more capitalism, because why are we fighting capitalism with capitalism when we were literally just fans of certain artists? Like, we are literally just fans of certain brands and clothing pieces. Like, what good are we getting out of upselling is what I'm confused about. Like, secondhand items, in my opinion, should be accessible, and nowadays we're either deep diving the internet to find who has the best price, or accepting the fact that we won't be able to get the item in question because it's all been marked up 10 times the amount. Like, us as fans, we're literally on a deep dive trying to figure out, this person is selling it for this, but this person is selling it for that. And then we kind of sometimes either have to do this thing where we're like eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and try to pick who's doing it for better, who's doing it for this. And then another thing I want to talk about, we literally can't even bid these people because they're like, oh no, I'm set at my price. Well, you're going to be set at your price, and you're going to be set with the item too, because 9 times out of 10 people aren't buying it for that. Like, nobody's buying five and below Hello Kitty. Like, I'm sorry, nobody's buying it. It also affects the average consumer and fan, because now we're not only competing with billion-dollar companies, we're competing with a normal person who feels like since they got it first, it's worth more. And another thing I would like to say, just because you had an item for a while and you think it's rare, that doesn't determine the price. And what I mean by that is people will literally purposefully buy store collab merch. For an example, again, we're going to be using Hello Kitty and Sanrio. They're 5 and below collab, like marking up the price after holding on to those items because it's rare and vintage. They literally buy 5 and below items and then literally mark up the price and then call it vintage and rare because 5 and below is not selling it no more. Like, what are you talking about? That's 5 and below. So I wanted to make this whole video because I wanted to just talk about like reselling, how it's affecting normal shoppers, normal consumers, normal fans, and happen to want to get into their hobbies financially, and they literally can't because they're literally having to find who's selling it for the cheapest. Like, we literally can't even be fans no more because people are ruining being a fan. We literally can't collect no more. You can't be hobbyists, be a fan. Like, you can't be a fan, you can't be nothing nowadays. You literally just gotta indulge in it visually and just be like, oh yeah, it's cute. Like, you can't even want it no more because you know, like, oh yeah, there's a reseller, they're selling it for too high. Like, there's been so many times where oh my god, like, oh my god, reselling has just been so horrendous. Like, it's been the downfall of being a fan. Like, being a fan nowadays has been so affected, and being somebody who wants to be a collector, like, if you're trying to be somebody who collects stuff nowadays, I'm gonna just say good luck because it is extremely financially a lot. It's just a lot. That was basically the end of my video. I feel like I dug into this like reseller scalper topic good enough. Like, yeah, there was a lot of topics I could have talked about. I just want to say, like, this reseller scalper problem is not going to end anytime soon, but I wanted to make this video to talk about the recent uprise and being greedy and how upselling and marking up prices has become extremely normalized nowadays, and I just personally disagree with it. I don't feel like Goodwill items should be $30. Like, I'm sorry, I don't. I feel like since now, like, thrifting nowadays has become such a dread because now you might as well just shop with the freaking scalpers and resellers, because now Goodwill trying to compete with the scalpers and the resellers. Like, I went and bought Miss Me jeans the other day, and why the heck were the Miss Me jeans actually like $30? It's like, I might as well go shop with the resellers and scalpers, because why are y'all Goodwill selling clothes for $30? And then my Goodwill now has a rack where all of the name brand stuff are. So if you were to be a reseller, that will be your rack for you, because they literally have a rack where all the Miss Me jeans go, where all the BB goes, all the Juicy Couture, all the Pink, Victoria's Secret, like all of the fancy stuff that they know are being resold. They have it on this one rack right when you walk into the store. It's literally right there. And I don't know if anybody else's Goodwill has done that, but just know it's becoming extremely normalized. Like, I ain't even talk about the Stanley situation where people were literally knocking people over and stuff because they want to get multiple things of Stanleys to collect Stanleys. Not that collecting Stanleys is a bad thing, I just don't see the point, but I ain't finna get on nobody for that. But yeah, that was another thing that had happened recently about the Stanleys and stuff. And if it's anything I didn't cover, y'all let me know. And if you happen to be a reseller, let me know your thoughts. If you happen to be a retired reseller, let me know your thoughts. Like, I'm open to all discussion, all opinions, and I'm not being judgmental, even though I do think that reselling and being a scalper is pretty scummy. Like, let's just be real, it's kind of scummy. But we finna end this video on a good note. Y'all make sure y'all like, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and I'm gonna be seeing y'all in my next video. Bye, y'all.